All right, we're here game day with Baker University head men's basketball coach Sean Dooley. Coach, you've got Mid-America tonight on a rivalry night at Collins Center, but your team's on a nice three-game winning streak. What's been working well for you guys the last few games?
Well, it's kind of been different each game, Tyler. But I guess probably the most pleased thing I am with our group coming off break is I thought our focus is getting better. And focus not just on game night, but in practice and games, leading the preparation leading up to those games. So. I thought we've done some good things, but there's also still a lot of things that we need to improve on. But that focus is something that we've talked to our group a lot about, and it's kind of something that as a coach, you should expect with a large majority of your groups being juniors and seniors, and having a good understanding of the importance of this time and how each game matters. In the conference race. So hopefully we can continue that focus as well as get better each and every day.
Yeah, we talked to Daniel Young after that Evangel game, and he was really pleased at how we got a home win, but a game that went down to the wire, and he thought that was a big improvement for you guys. How about a game like that where you're able to go down the stretch, make some free throws, and then get a stop and get a win, in a tough game like that?
Yeah, I think it was really good for this group. Not just to find a way to win. But when you didn't play your best, we really struggled shooting the ball that game, which has kind of been a strength for us, through at least the first part of the season, and didn't do that very well that night. But really just didn't play our A game, but found a way to make some plays down the stretch and get the win, which maybe in the past with a lot of these guys being returners or games that we weren't able to win. And so I think that gave the group some confidence and understand that they need to just stick together and play every play and play for the entire 40 minutes and see what can happen. And I thought that kind of carried over last Saturday as well. It wasn't perfect, wasn't pretty at times up at Peru, but made some plays, and it was different guys stepping up and making plays in that second half, which allowed us to come out on top up there. So I think this, as our team evolves throughout this year, that's going to be kind of a big thing for us. Is it's going to be a different guy, probably a lot of times that step up, and you never know who it's going to be. But just as long as they continue to fight and stick together and play for the entire 40 minutes, and hopefully we can find ways to win those games in the future as well.
Yeah, tonight Mid-America, team that's coming off. They had a buzzer-beating win last week against a tough Wing Penn team, and now they'll come in with some confidence. But what's the team's mindset coming into a rivalry game like that tonight?
Yeah, it's always the big game for us, and not just for basketball here at Baker, but pretty much every sport when you're playing Mid-America. And I know our guys are excited about the opportunity. It's a little bit different with it being a 3-game week here. You only really had that short turnaround from playing Saturday to Monday, so. Hasn't given us a whole lot of time to really prepare for them, but that might be a blessing too for us, not trying to let the game get too big. Obviously it's a big game. It's always a big game when Baker plays Mid-America, but also it's just another game in this 26 conference game race as well. So we've got a great opportunity ahead of us here this week. We've got 3 games that are against 3 very tough opponents that are all currently right now sitting above us in the standings. So if we're wanting to move up in there, you got to beat those guys ahead of you. And tonight, Monday night's our first opportunity. So I expect us to come out with a lot of energy and focus and ready to go, because again, that's what a rivalry game is expect, and it should be another hard fought game, just like any other game in our league that will come down to the last few possessions of the game. So it should be an exciting night.
One last question for you. You get back after it here at home after Mid-America against Graceland, and you've got a road game. Talk about I know you want to focus on Mid-America today, but how about the rest of the week?
Yeah, we had one of these first semester, and then we've got this one. We got one later on in the year too. These 3-game weeks are tough. Not just on the physical demands that it takes on the players, but also the mental toughness that it takes to succeed in a 3-game week. So. We've got another tough one on Thursday with Graceland, who's playing extremely well right now. I believe they're like maybe second or third in the league, and Grandview's doing the same. Both of those two teams, along with William Penn, are near the top, or at the top, or near the top in the standings. So it's a tough week. I mean, if you look at 3 games all against tough opponents, it can seem kind of daunting. So we try to just focus on it one game at a time, and just do whatever you can to prepare yourself to be your best that night. And then once that game's over, we'll move on to the next one. But like I said earlier, it's a great opportunity for us, and look forward to seeing how our guys respond and compete in this tough week.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight against MNU.
Thank you.